And a warm welcome along to today's United Kingdom talk. Look, I am not alone.
No, I'm here.
Who is this here? Look.
Hello, it's me. It's Nikki
friend is here. This is Nikki French. Welcome along.
Welcome. I'm here for the first time ever.
I bet you don't even know the name of the show, do you?
It's United Kingdom Talk. No, it's something like United Kingdom Talk, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a minute.
With Chris Reardon.
And there's someone else standing behind us. Do we recognise who that is?
Don't worry. He clashes with the on-air line. And it clashes with your shirt.
It's James. Now, just before you disappear, James, because James is actually here. He has kindly offered to clean my house. Now, unfortunately...
Offered?
Eh?
Offered? That's what you said I could have. In order to stay here, I'd have to clean your house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of payment, let me tell you. Remember Quentin Crisp and his 3 inches of dust?
3 inches of what?
He's dust.
Dust, sorry, yes.
Well, yeah, Chris is trying to beat that. And succeeding.
You can't expect to stay at someone's place rent-free. I mean, do you go to a hotel and expect to stay there for nothing? No.
No, but you also don't expect to be given a duster and a can of polish and told, clean your own room.
Well, I don't know what to say. Would you like an orange while you're here?
No, thank you. I'll pass. Thank you very much. But it does look ever so nice.
Take one home for later. Go on. Have it in the car on the way home.
Are you insinuating giving me 2 oranges?
It's lovely of you to come.
It's lovely to be here.
Can you go and do some cleaning for me?
Fair enough.
Right,
put your pinny on.
Pop in now and again if you want to. You'll hear alarms go off. They will cancel themselves, or you can push the cancel button on them for the 12 o'clock time.
You missed a bit.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Nikki. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, James.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
He's got his little cleaning boy already.
Bye-bye. Oh, thank God he's gone. He always pops in at the unwanted moments, you know what I mean?
I say. How long have we known each other?
Oh.
It's too embarrassing to admit, isn't it?
More than 15 years.
It is.
I don't think it's 20.
I don't think it's 20.
And I'll tell you why it's not 20. It's because I was at the Black Cat for 18 years. And I knew you... I bumped into you after I started the Black Cap. So that's good news that we haven't got to our...
20.
Oh, it's not silver, is it?
Yeah.
What's 20?
20 is... now, it's 20 China. 25 is silver.
Never been there, have you?
20... No, sadly. No, I finished after 14.
Well, I can't be doing with any of that foreign food, Nikki. You know me, dear. No, I won't touch any foreign food at all.
No, I mean the crockery.
Oh, crockery, I beg your pardon. Yes. You had a nice cup of tea out of one of my posh cups earlier, didn't you?
Huge blooming mug.
Do you know what? But just before you got here...
I still had the sticker on.
Yeah.
You only bought it yesterday.
I searched the cupboards for little bone china cups with hand-painted murals on there. I couldn't find one
Actually, we ought to
anywhere.
get James to bring one in so they can see the size.
I do want another cup of tea. Not on the new carpet, dear. Look.
Is this old?
It's all new carpet.
And I'm wearing my boots. I do apologise.
Oh, well, it's not as bad as my niece last week.
Go on.
I don't dare tell you. She came in stiletto shoes.
Oh.
Great things like this. Holes appearing in my carpet as she was walking.
Stiletto.
Well, it was about that long.
Well, that's just like a kitten heel. A
Nevertheless,
stiletto's like that.
There were tiny little things punching holes in my carpet as she went around. I didn't hear what else she did. Now,
but I think you're about to tell me.
Well, I'm not a person who wastes things. You understand what I mean? Some people have called me tight. Now, I'm tight. I will agree I'm tight where it comes to myself. Okay? I don't know about you. What are you
I
like?
like the shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yves Saint Laurent.
About 8 years old, yeah. Well, you see, if you wash it in Arial colour...
Yves Saint Laurent from TK Maxx?
Arial colour, that's what you've got to do. And the colours won't fade, as I can see. Do you wash yourself in Arial colour? Because you
Not myself, no.
No, because you haven't faded.
No!
I know the words to say. I know the words to say.
Such a charmer.
I know the words to say. So I reckon I've known you about 16 years.
I reckon it probably is, yes.
And
we were talking earlier, we think it was the Reflex in Putney.
I don't know, actually.
Then there was that little place in Earls Court that I did. We both did Sunday lunchtimes.
Yeah,
that was
that's right.
Fun. That was
we
fun.
used to work in a place. Can I just... there might be some people watching who are not sure who you are.
Oh.
Nikki French...
I think there might be a lot of people watching.
...is a well-acclaimed listener, No, sorry, a well-acclaimed singer. I beg your pardon. She sings as well as listens. Okay, she's a well-acclaimed singer, and has represented the United Kingdom. Do you ever get fed up talking about this?
Absolutely not. I'm
Good.
proud as punch.
She represented the United Kingdom by singing a song. Don't play that song again.
Yes, very appropriate.
Don't play that song again.
Just a minute. Oh, you're going to play it? You're going to play it?
No, go on, go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and don't play that song again, reminding me of how it used to be.
Oh, I love it.
Very good.
Now the question
Never
is,
had maracas played on that before. How fab!
I've only just got these from eBay. £7. Good, aren't they? Now
I might be taking those.
They are for when I do karaoke. Do you want them? I can get another set.
No, I think I'll pass, thank you.
Your little friend downstairs, Terry, can play them when you're singing. Yeah. It's nice of you to bring me a little man as well. It's very kind of you,
we're
Nikki.
off to a party
Thank
this
you
evening.
very much. Oh, well, I look forward to
truth.
I look forward to being invited.
Yeah, might need to talk to Terry about that one. It's his family.
Well, don't suppose I'll be coming working tonight anyway.
Where are you working?
Hammersmith.
Plug it.
Hammersmith, Belushi's bar. I do a bit DJing on Saturday night. Lovely crowd. It's a straight bar. Although...
So I can go.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be allowed there. Yeah. And they are the loveliest people I've ever come across. I don't know what it is. Sometimes the boys, after a while, they get a little bit more drunk, and they become boisterous. Never, ever a problem. And I don't need to be anyone else. I am me, and I do what I do.
Do you do the toothbrush song and the typewriter song?
I don't do the toothbrush song. No. Sorry to disappoint you. R&B, they like R&B a lot there.
Yeah. Typewriter song doesn't quite fit in there, does it?
Have you ever tried something with a bit of an R&B beat?
Funnily enough, there's a new. This wasn't even planned.
We've practiced
this really wasn't
nothing.
Planned.
Nothing is rehearsed.
No, but
she brushed her hair before she came on. It's real.
All
real. All real. Can you just smile a minute?
Go on. Oh no, have I got spinach between the teeth?
Do that. No Botox, nothing.
I do not understand. Why do people want to put poison in their foreheads?
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Can you see my lines now, Nick? I never had these when you first met me, did I?
No, but no. You see, that
means I've smiled.
And I've got loads. I've got a friend who apparently had loads of bags taken from under their eyes, and I thought, it made me look at myself and think, my goodness, they're blooming great sacks here. But do you know what? I don't, I prefer to grow old disgracefully and just let it happen.
It was awful. There was a programme on the other night. It was involving cosmetic surgery. And I think he had to take a bit of her... I think that was bags under the eyes, right? So it didn't actually show you him cutting the bits under the eyes. But then the camera went over to this piece of tissue paper and there were bits of skin on there they'd cut out.
Oh no.
And I thought to myself, it's a good job my cat's not there, dear.
Oh dear.
She would have eaten those.
Yeah. Oh no, I eat very healthily. I try to live a very healthy life. I like you, I like my
Same
sports
as me,
and things.
Yeah.
Yes, I drink far too much, but that's pretty much my main vice. That chocolate, chips, bread. All those things.
Chocolate and chips. I love them all, but I think I keep them to a moderation.
Yeah, you know when you can and when you can't have them.
Yeah.
And, I try to just live healthily and try and, as you say, you smile a lot. You just get plenty of fresh air and so on. And hey, if all else fails, put makeup on. I couldn't. I'm not interested in the surgeon's knife. Not yet. Anyway.
Do you have your 5 a day?
Oh,
fruit and veg?
Easily.
Yeah,
I do a juice drink every day.
Yeah.
An apple, 2 oranges.
You make that yourself?
Oh yeah. Got me Moulinex Le Duo juicer.
Moulinex makes things easy, and that includes the price.
Yes.
There was another. Funnily enough, when I picked up James Dean from Victoria Coach Station yesterday, now James Dean, he hosts a podcast as well. If you didn't know already, you can find that at matineeshow.co.uk. And
I turn up on that like a bad penny as well.
Nikki's on it all the time. Matineeshow.co.uk. I picked him up from yesterday, and for some reason it got onto the subject of why Milton Keynes. Because the coach had stopped there, and immediately, and I hadn't heard the jingle for years and years and years, it dropped into my head the old advert for the new, at that time, the new shopping centre in Milton Keynes.
Oh.
I've never been anywhere like it. Central Milton Keynes.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It does that twice, and then it does the little bit of talk over. I said, Central Milton Keynes, shopping as it should be.
I don't know that
and then there's these people on there and these old cars. Well, I think half of them are dead. Have you ever been to... Do you like those shopping centres? I hate them.
There's a new one where I live. There's a new one, and it's beautiful and lots of glass and everything, but it's totally soulless.
Yes,
they need to put a few...
Sorry, Nick, I've got an itch.
They need to put a few ferns in there. There's
something.
Nothing.
No.
There's no flora
at all.
Sterile
is the word.
Yeah, totally. But it's a huge shopping centre and it's fantastic and loads of decent shops, but it just needs something to give it just a little bit of personality.
Yeah.
Just a few plants or ferns
but they're
or something.
all like that, aren't they? These shopping centres.
Some of them are nice. There are some that are good.
I kind of like Putney High Street. Have you ever been down there?
No. Only when I used to go to
it's a high street. You know, they now have kind of a shopping centre off it. You kind of go through a doorway and then behind all the other shops is a shopping centre. But you can still walk down and so what, you get a bit wet sometimes as you're going from shop to shop. But isn't that part of the fun of it?
Absolutely. People say that nowadays all high streets are starting to look the same because they've got all the same shops in them.
Nationwide's there, Sainsbury's is there, Tesco's local.
I went back to, I had a big family do back in my hometown in Kent a few weeks ago.
The Garden of England.
Absolutely.
What town are you from there?
Tenterden, a little town called Tenterden. It's that advanced, it has a steam train. And it's true. It's on a steam train railway.
I was the engine at school.
Hey!
You know when you go in the school, I don't know if you did it or not, the girls didn't join in, but the boys, I was the engine and I used to go around the playground and all these other kids were hanging on the back. Yeah.
And no, in our playground it was either Kiss Chase, Kiss Cuddle and Torture, or when we were much younger, there was The Farmer Wants a Wife. Do you remember that? The farmer's in his den.
The farmer wants a wife.
The farmer wants a wife. The farmer wants a wife. E-I-I-D-O. The farmer wants a wife. Yes!
I think
and
you should
then the
release
wife wants a dog, or the dog wants a bone. The bone, yeah.
You should release that.
We all pat the dog. That's the end one. We all pat the dog. E-I-I-D-O. We all pat the dog.
Release it with an R&B vibe.
Oh yes. Back to R&B.
Yes. So did you see how I brought that round?
Yes,
then?
but first I want to say Tenterden. I drove through and it's not like all high streets. It's lovely. Yes, there's a few shops like Boots and WH Smith's.
Yeah.
And it's even got a small shopping centre, but it's down a little lane and it's still very, very old style. And at the end of it is Waitrose and all the other shops are individual. You know, it still has lots of individual
little shops that you wouldn't find anywhere else. This was the whole Yes?
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, I just want to say, these tea bags behind the sofa, what do you want me to do with
them? They weren't behind the sofa, was it? Was it really?
Oh, he was doing his eyes.
I'm so
you were talking about the eyes. Yeah, you were trying to get your eyes
see, Nikki doesn't need them. She hasn't got the lines, but there were a couple on it. How long do you have to leave them? Has that made any difference?
No, it's supposed to be, I mean, people say tea bags, but I use cucumber.
Probably got a brown
Slices of cucumber, 15 minutes. Nice slice of cucumber.
Dear. You're not looking through my belongings while I'm in here with young Terry downstairs?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Yes, you never found that wallet, did you? No.
I did found the wallet, actually. Yes, it's in this room in that top drawer there. Right, so don't be going looking for it. I lost my money. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
I lost my money last night, and I could put. Do you ever do that? Lose keys or things like that?
Oh yes. Day after I moved house, I lost my key to my car.
Oh my God! Did you ever find it or not?
No. I had to go to the ex-husband's, who didn't want to be helpful, even though he was like half an hour or 15 minutes down the road. Wouldn't be helpful and drive up the other key for me.
Oh, do you expect? You left him.
Exactly. So I had to get the train. It was cold, it was wet, and I got there, picked up this spare key, got back. My brother-in-law had helped me move in and discovered that the central heating needed to not be used because there was something wrong with the actual boiler. So I had no heating I still have no heating, actually. I still have no heating because then I discovered that there was a lot of damp, so we needed a damp-proof course fitted. So I had to take all the plaster off the walls.
Is this a place you've just bought, is it?
I bought it about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a homeowner.
But yes, I am a homeowner. Yes.
It's nice though, isn't it?
It is.
And if you bought it a year ago, you wouldn't have paid over the top for it either.
No, it was about 6 weeks later that the prices started to dip. Yeah. Literally. I got a good price for my little flat in town, and then used that money to buy my house further out, and I'm so happy. It's great. It needs a hell of a lot doing.
Have you got grass and trees around you, or are you in town?
Oh yes, no, lots of grass.
Do you like it here?
I do. When I got here, I couldn't believe. I did.
I told you what it was like here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing special.
Great view.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, people think I live in some sort of mansion or. You know, and
you do.
I don't.
He does.
It's a 3-bedroom ex-council house, dear.
Are they ex-council?
Yes, they're all ex-council. Yeah.
But it's so nice because it's like you're in the middle of a wood.
Exactly. I love it.
It's fantastic. You're surrounded by tall trees.
That's where I would love to live.
In fact, that's what this should be called: is tall trees.
Tall trees.
Tall trees.
Oh, I like it. A little name on the house. Trouble is with people put names on houses, the postman can't find them. When I used to work, remember I used to work.
Keep the number.
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah, they'd find that.
Tall trees and then your number.
Tall trees. Yes, I like it. When I used to work for BT, do you remember that?
No.
I was a British Telecom engineer.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as you got an address, Tall Trees, Richmond.
Yeah.
High Street.
Yeah.
And you would be going up and down
No, you have to still keep your number.
Trying to find this house.
Do you realise no one can see me because I've got a really great microphone shoved in my face?
Oh, because you're a little bit smaller than I thought you were.
I'm a tiny little tot.
Can you move your head a little bit? Oh, come across a bit, dear. Come into the light, Marianne. There we are.
How's that?
I'm sure that'll be all right. I don't know. It might be better sharing one. Are we close now? Look at this. Do you get close like this to James Dean on his show?
Oh no, that's usually over.
Oh no, she sits so important.
Well,
he sits there in front of his buttons.
Sits in the middle.
I know. What's it like to be sitting next to someone who's going off so quickly like that? It's frightening with her age. Poor old soul.
It's all right when she's put her teeth in.
Madam Aries is the co-host, incidentally, to the matineeshow.co.uk.
Anyway,
now,
what were we talking?
Your R&B song. We still haven't got to it. Tell us about it.
Such an anticlimax. Okay, I have recently been in the studio and recorded a new track. And I don't know about R&B, but it's certainly rocky. And it's definitely more along the sort of R&B sort of route.
Can you, what song would it be like that we might know?
Oh, goodness me, what would it be like? Well, someone in the studio actually said that when they're doing the mixing and putting it all together and adding sounds and, sort of moving things around, that they're going to give it more of a sort of Girls Aloud type vibe.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
And as soon as they said it, I thought, yes, I can imagine them recording this sort of track.
Right.
So it's fast.
They've done really well, haven't they?
They have, yeah. For people with very little talent.
I love it! I love it! Carry on like that, darling. I love it!
I shouldn't be so rude.
But well, it's like the Spice Girls, isn't it?
Now, here we go.
The thing is, with Spice Girls, okay, whether they can sing or not doesn't matter. But making people wait before they go on stage and all this.
No, it's all the big PR machine. And I don't approve of all that. I'm the sort of person, I like people that show their talent.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm not into this whole try and fool everybody into thinking they've got great voices because we throw it at them so much that they're going to accept it eventually. And throw millions and millions of pounds at them, and then people will like them because we're telling them they'll like them.
That's how it comes across, isn't it?
Oh, it's a
but
huge
even
PR machine.
So they've got all these fans and that. They cancelled shows. And you've got to respect your fan base.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, what do you think is going to happen with
I know
Michael Jackson?
the lengths you go to for your fans. I've seen your little website, nickyfrench.com.
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 Spell it right.
And there's a very good looking bloke on there who I noticed puts a lot of little posts. I can't think of his name. Shall I bring that up?
PJ? That'll be PJ. Everyone loves PJ.
It could be.
We all love PJ.
nickyfrench.com. There we are. Look, it's already there. There he is.
Oh, here. Oh, that's
He's in California.
That's JJ.
California, here we come. Oh, it's a magpie.
Where's magpie?
Oh, it's only one. That's bad news, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to salute it 3 times.
Oh.
Say morning, Mr. Magpie.
Magpie on the telly. Do you remember that? Well, this must be the pinnacle. Your tune. I work now with Tommy Boyd.
Oh, wow!
And he is the nicest person.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, on another radio station, I do this live show. I've met him a couple of times. My God, we are just so on the same level. Yeah. We got talking. I went down there for a little chat. He was interested in me doing a little bit, a show from down in Arundel. It is. Although now I do it from home.
West Sussex.
It's a nice place, but this radio station is absolutely in the middle of nowhere. Seriously, you go down this little country lane, right? And I think, well, where is it? And then suddenly you turn a corner and there's this big building in the middle of the field.
Oh, how
seriously?
marvellous.
And that's it.
Well, you don't get disturbed.
No, I went down there for a quick interview. Well, I ended up chatting away to him for about 3.5 hours. Just chat, because we found out we were similar to us. Similar to us. Same level, you know?
Yeah.
We know what's kind of coming next and we agreed on everything. And it's just fantastic. What on earth is going on now?
You finished there? Can I do the hoovering in here?
Well, not really. We're still doing... he's
just showing off that he's got a Dyson.
Hang on a minute, what's the time?
He did a whole show on the Dyson.
He's got a Dyson.
Have you not seen my Dyson?
No.
Haven't you got a Dyson?
No.
Oh my God, it's dropped it. I told you to pick it up from the handle, you idiot.
I cannot understand why people want to have a vacuum cleaner that shows what they've vacuumed up.
Well,
I don't want to see what I've vacuumed up. I like it to go into a coloured bag.
What on earth do you drop on the floor then?
Well, no, just all the bits, you know, no. I don't want to see it all in there.
Thank you for bringing the Hoover in.
Right.
Can we close this door now? Thank you. And I think Nicky wanted another cup of tea.
Oh, another cup of tea would be nice. In the cup. We need them to see the cup.
In that cup. And wash it up first.
Right.
You've got a Christmas card here, Chris.
Oh, open it. Oh, you'll love that.
All right.
You'll love that. Now, I dare tell you, that is 2 years old.
And it still works.
Well, I was cleaning up the other day and I thought, I
don't know the song.
Oh, I've heard the song before. I meant to ask you, James says you know a bit about classical music.
Ooh, bits and bobs.
There was this thing with Joanna Lumley on the other...
I was just trying to pass a message on to Nicky. Your crate of wine's arrived.
Crate of wine? Crate of wine. There was this thing on the telly the other day with Joanna Lumley, and she'd gone to see the Northern Lights. Fantastic programme. I've got it downstairs on the telly. And I can't remember the tune now. No, I'll have to... If I can show it to you before you go today, maybe you can identify the tune.
I'll try.
It's the most beautiful classical piece.
She was singing it?
No,
Joanna Lumley wasn't singing it?
No, it was in the background.
Oh, okay.
And I can't work out what it was. And I've been on the BBC website, nothing. And they've even got a bit on there now that we cannot help you with music that's been in our shows.
Well, that's a bit odd.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Okay.
Anyway, so when's your R&B song coming?
Oh, right. Well, there's no actual specific date. It's called No Smoke.
Right.
Do you want a little rendition?
I've got no piano here.
Okay, we need strong drums going on. Or maracas will do.
Oh, what sort of beat?
You said you loved me. Well, I was so blind. You had my world spinning round and round. You said you need me. Is that a matter of fact? Oh, everybody's talking behind my back. You said I was your heart and soul's desire, but ain't no smoke without fire.
That's good. That's good.
I like the maracas. I might tell them, put the maracas in.
Do you want these? I can get some more.
No, thank you, darling.
Are you sure? I can see you on the stage
doing it. I just can't imagine it, you know?
On the Eurovision,
yes,
you had some tight black trousers on.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
No. I was wearing...
I saw you in tight black trousers at some point.
Oh, no, that was
it on a Song for You? I wondered if you could still get into those, Nikki.
No, I couldn't even get my arm through them nowadays. I still have the outfits. Yes, for Song for Europe, where we were chosen to be the UK's representative, I wore... It was like an electric blue outfit. And that was trousers and a busty top and then a jacket.
Can't remember. I remember.
That was bright blue. Then Eurovision itself, we went very very, very couture, and because the BBC then threw money at it, so there was some money to spend.
Were you able to choose your own clothes for that? Or?
Yes, we went out with the stylist one day and. Spent the whole day trying to find clothes for the backing singers.
Yeah.
And it got to like sort of 5:15, and she said to me, "Nikki, I'm getting very worried because we haven't got anything for you." And I'm like, "No, I don't care. I'm all right." Anyway, we went to this place, William Hunt, I think it was, which is a very upmarket.
Hunt with a H, that is.
Hunt with a H.
Hunt with a H, yes.
I mean, he's got his main shop is Savile Row, and there was one in Covent Garden, which we happened to be near, so we went in there, got a taxi over to the one at Savile Row. This is 5:20 in the evening.
So it's closing at 5:30.
Yeah, so she'd gone in, they obviously knew her, and she said to them, "Can you phone through to the main branch and tell them I'm on my way?" So we get there. I immediately, it was just fate, my eyes focused on this beautiful purplish lilac-y
love
type
at first
top.
sight, you see.
Yeah, top and trousers in like a two-tone silk. It was like what do they call it? Like a shot silk.
Yeah.
And tie silk. And so I said, I liked them, but the style was very boring. It was like a tunic type thing. So this woman, she said, "Don't worry, I'll make it strappy here, and I'll do this and this and this, and add some beading underneath." And that's what she did, and she did a fantastic job.
How much was the dress for the show?
Is
it more than £50? More than £50?
Oh, I think so. I think that was probably about 250. But then we found the jackets to go with it. Actually, it was probably more than that. Then we found the jackets, these long jackets, and originally the two girl singers and myself were all going to wear one in a different colour. One had a pale blue, one had a pale green, and I had the pale lilac. And then it was decided in the first in the week we were over there, we sort of started mucking around with the clothing, and it was decided, no, either the two girls wear the jackets and not Nikki, or Nikki wears it and not the girls. So eventually it was decided I'd wear the jacket.
Oh.
And I still have the jacket, and
did you get the? I was going to say, did you get to keep the clothes?
Oh yes.
Oh
yes, yes.
You don't get a bill from the BBC.
No, I thought I might do, but no, they allowed us to keep the clothes.
Good to work for. Yeah.
At the time, great. Yeah. As soon as it was over, it was like, "Who's Nikki?" There was no interest at all.
Oh, really?
But while I was there, I loved working with them. The executive producer at the time, Kevin Bishop, was fantastic.
I know that name. Yes, I know that name.
He was wonderful.
When you're watching some of these TV programmes, it's probably not noticed by most people, but certainly the musical programmes and that, and they're doing songs and that, and the picture, the camera takes a different angle on the beat. Yvonne, someone else. She's Yvonne. I remember seeing her name, Littlewood, possibly. I remember seeing her name come up.
Yvonne Littlewood, yes.
That's the one. I remember seeing her name come up on the captions in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
You're not as old as me. I know you don't remember the 70s.
Not that much younger.
No. But you're not as old. I'm 46. I'm not asking you.
I'm not that much younger.
Yeah, exactly. There you are. You are.
Yes, I'm only 26.
Yeah, there you are. You see, 26.
Yes.
Even, and there's another guy. There was a guy who used to come up again at the end of the caption, and he was sitting in a chair. Right at the end, it would say producer, and there was this guy sitting in the chair on like a little.
That
picture.
wasn't during the Bill Cotton days.
No, I think after that.
The BBC.
No, that's before us, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's before us. But you knew by just watching the show, I know who produced that.
Yeah.
Because the picture would change when the beat of the music is. And I can't stand it when I'm watching a big show, right? And the picture changes doing a song and it's not on the beat.
Oh,
and I'm thinking, you've got no musical ability.
Yeah.
All you're doing is pushing buttons there. Oh, that's a nice picture. No, you've got to do it bang.
Well, you've
like
got
that,
someone
bang.
in the viewing room, haven't you, with all the screens in front of them, and they're going, camera 2 now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's something that I wanted to do as a child.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I never did
Must be
anything about it.
exciting. I mean, it's like there at that moment, and there's only one chance.
But I've always imagined the BBC are quite good to work for. I've known some people who have tried to get in there, and after follow-up calls, all they've got is rudeness back. Like, no, we're not interested, that sort of thing. And that must be very hard. I've always wanted to work for them. Will it happen? Probably not, because I don't like to be told what to do. You see, which is, let's be honest, it's a problem. Because I've got to sort of so far age-wise and perhaps what I do, I mean, what we're doing now, no one's telling us what to do or say.
No, exactly.
But to me, common sense, I don't want to upset anyone.
No. So you have your own guidelines and you have your own restrictions. But yes, I think that is one of the slight problems with big organisations like that. You know, people think, oh, they're more irreverent, they're more... you know, they're freer with what they say and do and so on. So they're very Channel 4 or Channel 5 type thing. When you're BBC, you do have to work within very strict parameters.
Yeah, I mean, one of my friends, he worked on one of the local BBC stations, and he was in a contract. He hated it. He absolutely hated it.
Really?
And funnily enough, you know, I do the talk shows. I've been doing those since 2005. And another friend of mine, he worked on TalkSport and LBC in London. And I often would say to him, you know, oh, I'd love to get on a station like that. And he said, Chris, you would hate it. Within 6 weeks, you would question why you ever wanted to do it in the first place. You're much better off doing what you do now.
Because you don't have the legal... pitfalls. I mean, I do listen to LBC an awful lot.
So do I.
Yeah. Nick Ferrari for a start, and James, not James O'Brien. Steve Allen. That's the one. Thank you.
You're up early, aren't you?
Oh yeah, the alarm goes off at 6.
No.
Yeah, the alarm goes off at 6.
That's early.
Well, because I've started going sort of running around this great big expanse of greenery down the bottom of my road.
You've got to be careful with that, my
I just
darling.
don't want anyone seeing me doing it because it's not a pretty sight. So I go as early as possible.
Do you get out of bed and just go?
Yeah, I get out of bed,
no, I couldn't do that.
have a quick wash, and then just get out there.
Well, I must warn you, I'm afraid. I was jogging about 2.5 years. I did it for, and I loved it. Do you remember the first time you ever did it? Jogging.
Ooh.
The first time. How long did you manage? 2 minutes?
Oh, it was only a few weeks ago. And I was, what I tend to do, I walk a bit and I run a bit and I walk a bit and I run a bit.
Okay.
And then I say hello to the swans in the water and run a bit and then walk a bit, run a bit. Yeah.
But the first time I went jogging, managed about 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, now, yes.
Over months, I built this up to about 45 minutes non-stop.
That's fantastic.
And I loved it. From here, you see the path I walk down. If I jog 5 minutes going straight across, I'm then in. You think this is forest? I'm then in forest.
Oh wow!
No houses. There's deers. Now and again, you see a snake. The snakes.
Oh my!
Snakes go straight out of the way. As soon as they see it, yes, that's all. Although I was doing it for 2.5 years, I only ever saw a snake twice. They move out of the way as soon as you see them, so no worries. But you get the deers and all that business.
The old deers.
Yeah. And the reason I went jogging is that I wanted to go to places and jog wherever I was. I went on holiday to Sydney, I jogged there. Canberra, all around Australia, wherever I went for a little run in the morning. And then one day I was jogging over the forest and my knee went. I thought, oh. And you know when you're doing exercise and you think, I must finish this. Doesn't matter what happens, you must. So foolishly, I carried on jogging round on a limp. I finished it, and that was it. For a few days after that, I could, you know, it was painful coming downstairs or going up, one or the other. It was really painful. And now and again I'd be out and it would go, and then you'd be limping again, and you'd have to rest it and it'd be all right. After a few days that was okay. Went out again. It happened again. So left it again. And this carried on for a few months. Sometimes it would be all right, sometimes it wasn't. So I went down the doctor's about something completely different, sore throat or something. And I said, oh, why I'm here? I'm having problems with my knees. He said, what problems? I said, when I walk or do something, sometimes it just goes and it's very painful for a couple of days. Do you go jogging? First thing he said. I said, yes. He said, stop. I said, well, for how long? He said, no, stop. He said, walk as far as you want. He said, don't jog, very bad for your
jarring,
knees.
Aren't you?
And so I stopped, it cleared up, hasn't come back. But you might want to watch out for that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do a lot of stretching and things beforehand because, you know, you're not getting any younger. You do sort of seize up much quicker.
You are.
No. So I do a lot of stretching, stop it. And, you know, sort of
we love you long time. We love you long time.
We love you long time.
Want to buy DVD? I'll give you 2 for £10. 3, I'll give you 3 for £10. 3 for £5.
I give you good price. I give you good price. Very good price. Have a shofty. Have a shofty. And I the other day I was out and again running a bit, walking a bit, running a bit, and I'm gradually building up the running a bit more than the walking, which
just
is fine.
A little bit at a time.
Absolutely.
Don't
but I'm aware that people have often said, you know, jogging is not good for anything because you're jarring the spine.
I know all that as well.
Yeah.
I ignored it.
But when I got back the other day,
the
I felt that there was, I thought I'd pulled a muscle in the back and I thought, but I did all my stretching. And then I left it a day and I went out again the next day, 2 days later, and I was fine. But as I was getting back, both backs of my legs were sort of pulling a bit. And I thought, this is probably just, you know, just a little bit, it's not used to doing it so much. So, you know, I'm sort of sticking with it, but carefully. And then the other morning I got up and as I was going up and down the stairs, just the very back of it was sort of just above my ankle on my left leg was really pulling, and I thought, is this cartilage?
There were various little things that happened. The worst thing that happened is as I was jogging, I hit a stone. Oh. And my foot kind of went like that.
Yeah.
Over I went and pulled something in there as well, and that was weeks. That was weeks, that one. Yeah, so it's probably not a good thing to do.
And quite often you're left with a vulnerability in that area from then on.
But if you walk, you see, I mean, I'll go out now and walk that same route.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't feel like you're
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You don't get the endorphins going.
I've been swimming for 15 years.
Yeah, I love it.
Never had a problem.
No,
never had a problem.
I love doing a swim.
And they say that's the best thing.
Oh, absolutely. I love going swimming. Swimming and tennis are my 2 big loves.
Did you have to get like fit for your... Because you had a little dance routine on the Eurovision.
Well, not really for that, but... yeah, no, it wasn't exactly a difficult dance routine.
Kind of like that. You know, one thing I've always wanted to be, you know, like the boy bands have a dance.
Yes.
Like NSYNC or someone like, I'm tearing up my heart when I'm with you. And I've always wanted to do that.
And when they all do the kick of the leg in the same way. It's like, I love synchronised dancing. I do love synchronised dances. But do you know what? One of the big secrets is the simpler the move, the more effective it is, because everybody can do it. I was doing a musical a few years ago and there was one person in the cast that just could not get the dance moves, always started on the wrong foot or, you know, just got things wrong. But it just, I then did the show again last year and I'm about to do it again this year, weirdly. But I did it last year and it was a different director and he'd simplified all the dancing. And
what show is this, please?
It's Menopause the musical.
Menopause.
I've not reached it yet.
You're not old enough to do that yet, Nikki.
No, but the worst thing was because I'm understudy.
That's all right.
Yet again. Well, it's okay. I'm trying to look at it positively and think, well, being an understudy means that you get to play more than one part quite often. And, you know, I was understudy in London and I played Earth Mother.
For such a, I don't know what you call understudy, for such a, I was going to say a part, it's not a part, is it? for such a job. Is the money very good for that? Without
sometimes
asking,
sometimes it can be. It's not bad, and you get more if you go on. With this one, I mean, in Ireland last year, I did the tour of Ireland for 3 months. I was understudy.
Ever go across the sea to Ireland?
Ireland. Oh, Danny Boy. Oh, no, that's not my favourite. I don't like that song. I don't like it.
The pipes are yearning. My mum used to love that. My mum used to love that.
Oh, no, I don't like that song. Anyway, I did the Irish tour last year, and I was understudy because there's only 4 roles in this whole show. There's 4 characters. Some of them are very hammy. There's only 4 parts. Yeah. And so I was taken on as understudy for all 4. In Ireland.
And you have to learn all those words.
Oh, yeah. With an Irish accent. And the 3 times I finally went on, which was in the final week, I'd spent two months and 3 weeks just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, getting very bored. And in the final week, I went on 3 times because the lady that most people were paying to see was really suffering with her voice. Not through any illness. There was something going on.
Was that another famous person?
She's famous in Ireland,
okay,
but not really over here. And so I went on for her, and I had to play, you know, the part of the person who everyone was paying to see, with an Irish accent, in front of an Irish audience.
You had to do an Irish accent?
Yeah.
Oh, go on then. Come on, yes.
No.
Yes.
No, that's all behind me now.
Can you say in Irish?
In Irish. It's the same language.
You're listening to United Kingdom Talk, and I'm your special guest, Nikki French.
You are listening to United Kingdom Talk, and I am your special guest today. My name is Nikki French, and I'm with Chris Reardon.
There's an email address to the show, as always, if you want to join in. Do write in. It's chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk.
Yes.
Now, back to our little Eurovision. How did you get involved in this in the first place?
Well, it actually...
So you were...
I was doing the scene. I was working,
singing in clubs,
I was singing in
bars
clubs
and things like that.
I'd already had Total Eclipse as a huge hit. Total Eclipse had been the huge hit in 1995. So
bigger in America than it was here. Sorry, no, that's wrong. You are bigger than America than you are here.
I think so. Yes, yes, they know me in America.
Why?
Brazil is the biggest. Brazil,
really?
huge name in Brazil.
Isn't that funny?
Nick French
why is that?
Is a big star in Brazil. Yeah.
It's strange how it must be very difficult, I suppose, to be big in all countries.
I suppose.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm lucky in a way because I've got a certain level of celebrity's not really the right word, but I've got a certain level of notoriety, of being known, whatever. And you know, let's face it, in the UK, it's more on the gay scene.
Yeah.
In the United States, it's different. Absolutely, yeah. It's straight and gays know of Nikki French. In Brazil, it's everyone. It's just fantastic. They're the best people.
They're a good-looking race.
Oh,
the
yes.
Brazilians.
Oh, yes. Oh, there's some nice men
come over
there.
all warm now, Nikki.
Yeah, but we're looking at the same
dear.
ones. You like the men, I like the men.
That tea's taking a long time.
Yeah, where's my spotted cup?
Just a minute. Hello? Hello? Cool, what's happened to that tea? I'll have to make it myself in a minute.
These days.
Anyway, Eurovision, yeah.
Eurovision,
How
yes.
did
So
this
that
come
was
about?
5 years later. Now, when I did Total Eclipse, my first sort of introduction to it was through a guy called John Springate.
Yes, great, very talented person.
Very talented, yep, songwriter.
Little,
very tiny.
Little person.
Tiny little man. And he had got together with Jerry, who was one of they were both in the Glitter Band many years ago.
Is he still in Spain?
Yes,
John?
yes, I think so.
He lives there permanently.
Yeah, he lives there now. And John and Jerry had got back together, started writing songs, and they came up with this one. And John had, one of them had said, "Gosh, this is sounding like a Eurovision song." And John just went, "Yes, I know exactly who I want to sing it." And he just contacted me. I'd stayed in touch with him, and we'd kept on working on different tracks in the studio and so on. And so to me, it was just another track. But he had started it off by saying, you know, would you be interested, knowing it was for Eurovision? And people know I'm a huge, huge fan of the contest.
Yeah.
And so I jumped at the chance. He thought I'd be put off with him saying the word Eurovision.
A lot of people are.
Absolutely, but not me.
Which is silly, really, because we've had Lulu do it, we've had Cliff Richard.
Twice?
Yeah. And so why, I don't know why people are so worried about it.
Well, it's one of the problems we have in this country is that we do look at it with that sort of sceptical attitude and that sort of, oh, well, it's just a silly little contest type thing. When you're a part of it, it really isn't silly and little at all. It's big, big, big business. In Sweden, it's the most watched programme on TV, followed closely by the heats, semi-finals and final to choose their song for the most watched programme on
It's
TV.
like that in a lot of countries, though, isn't it?
They treat it
Do you
big,
think...
and they put their big stars forward for it.
Do you think Terry Wogan, now, nice bloke? He comes across as a very nice man.
Yeah, no, he was very nice. Didn't have a lot to do with him, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, the one time I was a little bit sort of put out was we'd all been over in Stockholm since the Sunday.
Yeah.
And the TV was on the Saturday, so we'd been in rehearsals all week.
Sorry, I'm sniffing. Oh, dear.
Oh, you need more cocaine.
I haven't got... Beg pardon? Dear me. We don't do
Believe
drugs,
me,
thank you very much.
if he was anything into that, I wouldn't be here, I tell you. No way.
Oh, I hope you haven't given me a cold, Nikki.
Oh, so do I. I hope I haven't got one.
Oh, that's better. There we are. Carry on now.
And, yes, he came over on the Thursday.
Yeah.
And Kevin Bishop, that we were talking about before, had said, oh, I'm going out to dinner this evening with Terry and his manager and so on. And I was quite surprised, as was everybody in our party, that me, as the entry, wasn't invited as well.
Oh.
But it wasn't even considered. It was like, we're going out and that's it. The first time I actually spoke to him was at the airport going home. In the business class lounge, I have to add. I was standing there getting a glass of wine.
We love it. And that's the first time?
First time I spoke to him, yeah. But he didn't send a good luck message or anything.
Didn't he do the Song for Europe?
No, that was Katie Hill did Song for Europe. And she was delightful. She was great fun.
I can't remember her.
She used to present Blue Peter. Great big smile. She does adverts for Tooth Whitener.
Oh, I've missed out here. So he came into Song for Europe after that?
Yes, I think he did. I mean, he was sort of in and out, wasn't he? Because they then made it a Saturday night programme.
Yeah, I mean...
As was a Sunday afternoon
slot. A lot
slot.
of the real Eurovision fans have never liked him commentating on it.
No, they're quite happy he's gone. Which I think is a shame in a way, because funnily enough, the year before I actually took part in Eurovision, not knowing that I was even going to be connected with it, I was doing a gig in Finland the night of Eurovision, the night Sweden won. And I was in my hotel and met up with the other acts that were doing the same place. And luckily, the nightclub was at the bottom of the hotel.
Right. But this is the year before you did it?
The year before I did it.
So you were really into it?
Oh, absolutely.
Before it even happened?
Oh my gosh, when I was a child, I begged my parents to let me stay up and watch Clodagh Rogers.
I love it. I loved the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. Every year it was the big thing with me. And I used to do gigs in London in, where was the one in Greenwich? The one on the corner.
Yes, I know.
What was it called? I remember one year I did a gig there, I finished and I thought, oh, it's not far home. I might get back before the end of the voting.
Yeah.
And I did. I got back and the voting was still going on. So yes, the year before I was in Finland and I said to the other people around me, do you get the Eurovision Song Contest over here? And they're like, oh yeah, on such and such a channel. So right up until physically possible, I was sitting there watching the TV, and because in other countries it is so serious, and there's just a normal
there's
commentary.
No one on the streets when that's on.
No, it's a normal commentary, and it's in their language, so I didn't understand a blooming thing. And I actually found that it missed something, not having Mr. Wogan's sardonic, sarky commentary.
I think so as well. But I find him hilarious. I think Graham Norton's a good choice. I do. I think he will send the whole thing up as well as Terry did, if not better.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a shame Terry went, but you know.
And what people don't realise is because he was so funny about it constantly, but he does love the contest.
I know, and he saw the unfairness that's crept into it over the last few years.
Oh, absolutely.
The whole political thing, and I talked about this on this show,
which has always been there. Let's be honest, it's always been there.
But it got worse. I'm not saying that everyone hates us. I'm not saying that, but other countries are closer to each other, and they were just voting for each other. Was it the best song that won each time? No, I don't think so.
Having said that...
you remember Imani? Where Are You Now?
Yeah, I worked with her the other week.
There's someone I'd like to meet. I think she's lovely.
Oh, she was so lovely.
I think she's lovely. And she was near the bottom, wasn't she?
No, she was second.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. No, I'm confusing that. But she should have won that. Now, who won that year?
It was Dana International.
Oh yeah,
because it was held in Birmingham.
I've got the years wrong here somewhere. I thought she was blooming good, really good. And there was another guy years ago. He sang "Go Before You
Scott
Break."
Fitzgerald.
Another great song
written by Julie Forsyth.
At the post, pipped at the post.
Beautiful song.
Right at the very end. That was lovely.
Before you break
but the last few years now.
I know. That's what
I'm
I'm
waiting for.
Oh,
I love it.
Beautiful song.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, beautiful.
A song with Daz. Was that last year or the year before?
Daz Sampson. That was a few years ago.
Awful. Didn't like that. Last year. What was last year? So you're better at this than me.
Oh no! Now you're putting me on the spot. Hold on. It wasn't Scooch. It was. Oh my! I've lost it.
Flying the Flag. Yes, Scooch. That was I think the year before.
No, hold on.
It was either last year or the year before.
I'm getting completely
I thought that was all right. I liked the song.
It was
overperformed
on the day.
I didn't like the look of them.
No.
They looked too...
It looked too much like they'd gone gimmicky.
Yes. Yeah. They looked too plastic. I loved the stage set and all that business. And it looked like it had been over-rehearsed. It was just too perfect. And they hated it. They absolutely hated it.
Well,
but
because
again,
it looked like we were taking the mickey.
Yeah.
And now we've gone the complete opposite way. And my only concern, great performer. Jade is a superb performer.
Do you like this song?
I think it's a grower. I didn't when I first heard it.
It is a grower.
It's a grower.
After you've heard it a couple of times, I'm driving into London. It's full blast. I'm singing along to it. I love it.
I'm not sure if the sort of Eastern Europe side will get it as much. You know, what you were saying about neighbourly voting and so on, one part of that is because you do tend to like a certain style that is sort of inherent to your country.
Yeah, and they seem to like rock.
Yeah, but
they like
rock. The eastern areas, if your neighbour brings out a song that is similar to the sort of sound that your country produces and your next door neighbours, then that's normal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we don't tend to have too many sort of Eastern sounds in our music.
I like that Turkish one. Da, 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 da. What was that one? You don't know. Da, 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 da,
that was the winner. Yes.
Yeah, she won that year. Who was it now?
Oh no! Oh God! I should have brought
Sertab.
Yes.
Beautiful lady. Any way that I can.
Yeah,
lovely Eastern
And
voice.
Also, do you know the one that I wasn't that bothered with when it won, but now I hear it at any of the Eurovision dues and I'm up there because it's fabulous and it hits home, is Helena Paparizou for Greece with You Are The One, You're My Number One. It was only a few years ago.
Don't remember that. No, there's too many songs in my head, Nikki. That's what it is.
You're my lover, undercover.
Yes.
And I have no other.
We've all got our favourites, haven't we?
Oh, they're great.
And some of my favourites are ones that, you know, are forgotten by most people. There was one from Malta, Tell Me Why. Tell me why.
That was the operatic type thing. I've got that one. Yes.
That one. And an Israeli one, Light a Candle. Light a candle, light a candle
that was only a few
with
years
me.
Ago. Yes.
1,000
oh no, that one didn't grab me.
The night.
No, that one didn't grab me. One I loved a few years ago was Norway. And I can't even remember the title of it, but it was the most beautiful song. It was just stunning. And at the beginning, it was starting to pull forwards with the votes. And it ended up, I think, 4th or something like that. Oh, it was beautiful.
You never came in to this to be a singer. You never came in it for the money, did you?
No, as a kiddie, I wanted to be a singer.
You wanted to be a singer.
Yeah.
Same as myself. I wanted to be a
Now you
DJ.
watch Trisha, and it's, I want to be
I want to be a
star.
singer, to make a... I have people coming up to me saying, I want to be a DJ. Why do you want to be a DJ? Oh, because it's cool and you make a lot of money.
No,
wrong answer, you won't get there.
No, I wanted to be a singer because I love singing, and I wanted to sing lots of songs that I like. And also
people
new
coming
ones.
up to you saying, I want to be a singer.
Oh yeah.
And what do you say to them when they've come
when
out
they
with
ask
that?
me for advice?
Do you say why?
I say no, I don't actually. I should do. I should ask them, but they'll say, I'm doing such and such at college, and I'd like to be a singer. Have you got any tips? And what I will say, and you'll back me up on this because you were at the same things. I said, never turn anything down.
Absolutely.
If you're offered a charity gig and there's no money in it,
do it.
Do it, because you never know, and this is what I've always said. You never know,
you've got to get the face out there,
and you don't know who's going to be at one of those gigs that might be helpful one day, and that's exactly what happened with me. I was doing a gig in Cardiff. I was introduced to John Springate because he was doing a gig in another club in Cardiff, and the guys that ran the one I was working in had kept saying for weeks and months and God knows what, you two should meet, you two should work together, and eventually we did. And then along came Total Eclipse, and then along came Eurovision. Without John, I would never have had a career.
And here you are now.
And here I am now.
Thanks ever so
about
much.
to become menopausal in a musical.
She's going to be menopausal, but that's nothing to do with the age. Nikki, thanks ever so much for coming to chat to us today.
Thank you, and I hope everybody's enjoyed it.
And you'll be there to watch the Eurovision. Are you actually going?
No, I'm gigging.
You're lucky.
No, I've
never
work.
been.
I am earning money that night.
I've never been.
I went
Nikki,
the year after I did it.
I'd love to go with you to Eurovision Song Contest.
That would be fun.
If you arrange it, I'll pay for the flights.
Oh, wow. That would be
right?
a laugh. That would be such a laugh.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, mate.
And there we go. That's all from the show today. Don't forget you can join in by email, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Thanks very much to Nikki French.
Thank you.
And I'll see you on the next show. From myself, Chris Reardon. Bye-bye now.
Bye.